Hey guys, we're here with Tristen Citrine, the founder and co-owner of Cosworx. Tell us about how you started the idea of Cosworx.
Well, actually, Cosworx has two main owners, myself and as well as Kyle, who most people know as admin on cosplay.com. Being a cosplayer for nearly 13 years now, back when I started, it was very, very difficult to get wigs done. Get wigs that were good for cosplay, to have all the crazy colors that were thick enough that you could style anime character hair with. And the ones you could find were just cheap party wigs, like little party Halloween wigs that you couldn't really style into really cool hair that anime characters have. So we got together and we decided, after he had done some tests on cosplay.com selling wigs to cosplayers, we decided to join forces and create a wig store, a cosplay store, that had wigs that were for cosplayers, by cosplayers, that had the highest quality, the best selection of colors, had nice big caps for people who have either big heads or have a lot of hair like me, and just take cosplay up to the next level. So we built that business together and it's still going strong. It's actually gone back to cosplay.com, so the Cosworx is folded back in, to strengthen that brand. And we still work together on making new wigs, making new styles, bringing really cool stuff with a good value to cosplayers. And we actually, at cosplay.com, we've actually got a new wig line, which is like Cosworx wigs on steroids. So they're all the styles that everyone really likes about the old Cosworx wigs, but they're heat resistant and they're even thicker, and there's even more colors, so it's really, really cool.
So you said you were a cosplayer for 13 years. How was that? You had so many costumes and so many characters. What was your first one?
My very, very, very first cosplay I did, I actually never took any pictures of it. It was from 1998 and it was Super Sailor Moon. I didn't have a wig or anything, I really liked her outfit, so I made it. But the first cosplay I ever wore to a convention was in 1999, and that was at Anime North, and I wore Queen Helenia, and I actually took the costume with me, and I didn't know, I'd never been to a con before, and I didn't know people cosplayed. So I just thought it'd be fun. I was watching Sailor Moon at the time, and I'm like, well, I really like Queen Helenia, because she kind of reminds me of Evil Queen Snow White, who's one of my favorite Disney villains. And I just wore it, and I walked around, and people knew who I was, and it was crazy, and it was nuts, and it was great, and it was such a positive, awesome experience, and I met so many people who are still my friends today. But yeah, it all started with Sailor Moon, Queen Helenia, and then I did a bunch of Sailor Moon costumes after that, and I've just been going strong ever since. We've never grown out of it. You don't have to.
Do you still have all your costumes?
Not all of them. Some of them I've sold and given to friends, but the vast majority of them I still have. I keep them all in garment bags, all wrapped up, ready to go at a moment's notice. But I kind of I'm kind of ADD with my costumes now. I wear them more than a couple times, and then I'm like, ooh, new shiny, and I want to make something new. For me, it's not as much wearing the costume, it's the making of it. So my real joy in cosplay is the creation. So there's actually been some costumes I've made and I've just never worn because, well, I've gotten bored by the time I've made them. But I've gotten better at that over the years, but it's all about seeing something, an anime, a video game, something that inspires your imagination, and you just get this internal urge, you just want to make it. You just want to take it 2D and make it 3D, and that's the joy I get out of cosplay, that I just want to, I see these anime and video games as a challenge. It's like they're daring somebody to make it, and it's otherworldly, and it's really cool. And you gotta stay interesting, and anime never fails to deliver that.
So in 2009, you joined the FUNimation marketing team. How did you feel when you got that position?
Like I won American Idol. I could recreate what it felt like on the interneting. Oh look, an email, and it's from FUNimation. This is after it, and I'll explain the interview in a bit. Just to my email, and it's an offer letter to be a brand manager at FUNimation, and I just check the sender, make sure it's real and not just some type of hoax. It was like that. I was like, oh dang. It's kind of, I felt like a little puppy chasing all the cars, and I caught one. And it was just, it was like Cinderella's dream come true. It was, I love cosplay, I love fandom, but I love anime, and I love the industry, and I love that these shows give so many people an escape. And it's not, like some people say, it's just entertainment, it's not a need. People need an escape. They need a way to let go, they need a way to be another themselves. And anime inspires that, and anime brings people out of their shells. And it brought me out of my shell. I'm actually, at my core, I'm actually very shy and reserved and, borderline hikikomori. But anime cons and anime and cosplay and talking to people who also love this stuff just really made me who I am today. And I hope that the anime industry can keep bringing more people out of their shells. And as a brand manager in the marketing department, I want to bring those things to people. So I want to share that stuff. I kind of see my job as, if you boiled it down to its soul, being a brand manager is just going to as many people as you can and just go, hey dude, look at this. So it's a really, really cool opportunity to do that, more than just one-on-one. I love the one-on-one, that's the best part. But just to go internet-wide, print-wide, TV-wide, all that stuff, and just go, hey dude, look at this. This is totally rad, you gotta check it out. And I'm really very, very, very thankful that such a great, groundbreaking company like FUNimation would trust me so much with what I do. I mean, it's really, every day I walk into the office and I'm thankful, and every day I want to work as hard as I can for the fans. I want to do it, and it's just been some of the shows I've gotten a chance to work on. Shows like Summer Wars, which, groundbreaking in anime. If you haven't seen it, oh my gosh, check out Summer Wars. It's totally awesome. Shows like, like Hitalia. Oh my gosh, everyone loves Hitalia.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Working on that, and working on even some more, grittier stuff like Rin, Daughters of Namasane. All of that, just, getting a chance to work on the catalog release of Trinity Blood, which as a cosplayer, I really love Trinity Blood, so be able to come and work on something that you love that's already been released.
Exactly.
And even the new things. This year, I'm really, really, really looking forward to putting out Panty and Stocking Garter Belt. That's going to be a blast. But it's just, man, every single day is different. Every single day is exciting. And every single day, a bunch of people who love what they do get to spread their love to everyone. And that's very long-winded, but yeah, it's awesome.
So what's the most exciting moment that you've had between now and your very first con?
Cons overall? Oh my gosh. There's so, every single convention has some awesome memories. Even this con, oh my gosh, there's already legendary things. I made a new friend. I should introduce you to my friend.
Yes.
My friend, half cat, half dinosaur. So I named him Nekosaurus. He's pretty legendary, and I met him here at TaiyouCon. He's coming home with me. He's awesome. We're gonna live together. It's great. Some of the most memorable things at cons, I guess. There'd be one recently, and it's kind of work related, and I have so many, I can't even share them all. The one that sticks out right now, just right now, is at TaiyouCon 2 years ago, when we brought out all of the cast and some of the staff for Hitalia to do the grand premiere at TaiyouCon. All these voice actors, everything, are going to premiere the episodes, have this huge thing. It's at one of the biggest conventions in the country, and everyone sits down and they're ready to watch the episodes. And I'm so nervous, I'm shaking like a leaf, because Hitalia is one of the first really big shows. I was up there and I picked my microphone. I'm like, yay everyone, we're gonna watch a trailer and we're gonna watch the first 10 episodes of Hitalia and get to meet all the countries, and it's great. And it's just, it was like Nyan Cat exploded, but it was before Nyan Cat, and it was just, it was beautiful. And right, it was about to hit play on the episodes, the fire alarm goes off.
Oh no.
a room with 3,000 people in the room, the fire alarm goes off, and they'll just have to clear out the room. They have to clear out the entire convention. It's like 40,000 people on the streets of Baltimore in August. Oh my gosh, having to take everyone away and then bringing them back. And I was just so, oh my gosh, this big event, people came here to see this, they're gonna lynch me, oh my gosh, what if they don't like it? You know, just all these awkward and like little insecurities. Half hour later, they let everyone back in the building. But before then, I just got up to the microphone afraid I was just gonna get killed. Like, okay guys, we only have a little bit of time to watch these, so when you come back, if you could just sit where you were before, I'd really appreciate it because this will go much faster. And everyone came back in after the fire alarm, and they sat where they did. It was like world peace, brotherly love, every color of the rainbow. It was great. Everyone just came back after the fire alarm. The entire room filled back up, which is crazy. After being outside Baltimore in August is, oh my gosh, it's horrible. Everyone came back in, and we watched the episodes, and after all of that hard work, at the end of the first episode, everyone in the audience was singing the ending song to Italian. So loud it drowned out everything, and the voice actors and everyone like just turned around. I saw them looking at it. I got a picture of it. Just amazed, and everybody at that point just felt so loved. That's one of the things that really stands out to me. It was great. It's really great seeing everyone come together.
So do you have any advice for any costume makers and any cosplayers?
Get out there and cosplay. Always be cosplaying. Always do it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what people will say. Don't be afraid of any comments online. Don't be afraid of cosplaying a show that you might not think nobody knows about. Guarantee you go to an anime con, no matter how obscure it is, try it. Somebody will recognize you. And the really great thing about cosplay is, if you're wearing a costume from a show that's really obscure, and someone else is a fan of that, and they come up to you and they're gonna talk to you, and you've instantly made a friend that likes that really weird thing that you like as well.
Yeah.
So it's like walking around with a sign saying, hey guys, I like Pokemon, who likes Pokemon? Well, if you're dressed up like a Jigglypuff, everyone knows you like Pokemon. Or any show for that matter. One of my favorite shows is kind of obscure, unfortunately. It's Sakura Taisen. Not a lot of people know about Sakura Taisen. But I wear a Sakura Taisen costume, and people remember it, and they're like, oh my gosh, I know that show, I love it. And you just talk for like half hour, an hour just about how awesome this thing you love is. And even if you just want to put on an orange hoodie and some flip-flops and pretend you're Naruto, that is badass. You should do it, no matter what. It's just have fun and express yourself. And keep doing it. And if you want to buy your costumes, that's great. If you want to make them, that's great too. Just show your love for what you love, and you can't go wrong. So that's the best advice I give.
So overall, over all the conventions and all the animes and all the cosplay, what makes you nerdgasm?
What makes me nerdgasm? So much. It really doesn't take a lot to get me going, really. Oh my gosh.
She's gotta take a sip.
I have to have some sugar. I gotta keep this crazy train going. It is fueled by sugar. It's awesome. What makes me nerdgasm? Well, I guess we were talking about obscure stuff. I'm gonna tell you an obscure thing that just makes me squee. Just squee, lose it, jump around, drool, everything. Really, the thing that gets me going is I'm a big fan of musical theater, and I love Takarazuka, which is an opera company in Japan with several troupes that you may have seen if you've watched Ouran High School Host Club. The girls from the girls' school are all really in Takarazuka. It's all women, and they do crazy, outlandish musicals with all the rhinestones you can dream of, and pounds of glitter, and wings, and moving stages, and it's so good. Oh my gosh. It's the most beautiful thing ever. But I love Takarazuka. I love anime. I love just everything about anime. I love video games, especially fighting games. I love King of Fighters. King of Fighters is the best. Street Fighter's okay too. And I love strategy role-playing games. I'm a big fan of Disgaea. A little too much. The first Disgaea game I had like 300 hours on. I'm not done with it yet. But Yeah, I love being nerdy, I love being weird, and I love being off, and I just, if you're normal, you're boring. So you have to embrace the weird and just go after it.
Definitely.
Yeah, as far as nerdgasming goes, doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. And that's good. It's good. You gotta love life.
Exactly. Well, thank you again for doing this interview. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Do you have any websites or contact information that our fans can visit?
Yeah, I have a cosplay website, which is tristencitrine.com. But the thing I update the most is I have a Tumblr for all things that I nerdgasm over. It's everything from my garden, my cats, the anime I'm working on, my friend Nekosaurus, he's gonna be on there a lot. It's my Tumblr, and that is sparklingdazzling.com. So, yeah, you can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, all the usual suspects. I tweet a lot, every little thing. I'll take pictures around my office, all kinds of stuff, pounds of glitter, everything. But yeah, I'm from the internet, so you can find me on the internet.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.